Okay, let's see if we can do this. Got a running nose. Changing of seasons. But yeah, haven't made a video for some time. I have actually not felt like it, as I usually don't do. I, for the most part, don't really feel like making videos, but there's been some kind of pressure on me to do it. Feels like I have to do it, because I think for some reason I have to, in order to, well, sustain the life like that I have, or continue to receive my blessings. And however, now I'm at work. I work as a night receptionist, and I usually have some free time during the night, which I usually use for eating. But up until quite recently, I've had more time during the nights. But I have been given new tasks to do at work. There were things that I actually should have been doing all along, but I didn't know about it. So I've been given more tasks now, and I'm actually kind of happy about that, because that have taken away this extra time that I have right now, that I usually have had for many other nights. So I don't really have much time to make videos, and I have felt happy about that. It's like, all right, I'm excused to not make videos. Anyway, I've been talking for 2 damn minutes already, and yeah, so since I am making a video now, let's get into it. So there's this video. There was first one video that has apparently been circulating a lot recently. There's like about African, how the African, at least East African perception of time. There was like this girl talking about some philosophy, and I have a friend, a colleague of mine, actually my best friend here at this place. We have similar interests, and she saw that video basically, and she thought of me. She sent it to me, and I liked it. And then within 24 hours later, I saw another video in which there was they were kind of, what do you say, I don't always find the right word, but harassing, no, not harassing, but debunking, not that either, but opposing that video. Some British dudes, it seems like, I guess one of them was British at least. And there's so much hate going on in the world now, a lot of racial tensions, and this was definitely adding on to that. White people and black people and other people are sick of people, and more so than other cases, people of other races, generally speaking. Yeah, and so I guess, I don't know how to make reaction videos, but I guess this is a reaction video of a reaction video. This kind of shit has started happening. It's not too uncommon to see, but it's kind of ridiculous a little, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna post the video on here. I don't know, I don't like technical shit like that. I know this much: I can record a video, I can't upload it on my phone. I need to come up with a fucking title and some description. I even hate that shit. But anyway, so if anyone is watching and listening to my bullshit now, talking this much, almost 5 minutes, hey, shout out to you. Even if you watch this with, if you don't like what I'm talking about, if you are annoyed with me, if you hate me, yeah, thank you still. But so what this was all about was that Africans perceive, like traditionally Africans perceive time differently, that it's like something that's coming to us, not us going towards the future like that. And well, like waiting for time to happen, and like Africans can seem lazy, like the example like this girl in the original video used was like sitting under a tree and being perceived by, you know, white people having come there, and they feel like, why are they wasting so much time? But time is not really something that like that is wasted like that. And but these are different perceptions, and of course I understand the Western perspective, like what these British dudes were talking about, but it's like, it's so short-sighted. And I mean, there are a lot of things black people can and ought to be criticized for in this modern day and age, especially especially in the West, like, and especially like black Americans. If you ask me, they're completely out of whack. There are many beautiful ones. I mean, a portion of them are, of course, some of the most amazing people we know. Whether we like to admit it or not, America has a big influence on a big influence on the whole world, and very much so African Americans. But there's no denying that in this day, like in this present time, Black America is completely out of whack for the most part. But shout out to everyone, all of the decent Black Americans. Anyway, this, however, this thing is not something to criticize black people for. Like, the Western world, and let's say, yeah, white people. Now it's the Western world, because I mean, everyone has been infected by the like Western influences and the pressure that has put on the rest of the world. Like, we need to do something all the time. We need to, like, we're masters of going nowhere fast. Like, we love to come up with solutions for problems that don't even need to exist in the first place. But this is not something that most Western people understand, and I understand. I mean, yeah, like white people, Western people, like feel like black people, Africans, they are lazy, and yeah, you know, all of this. But I mean, they have been cut off from their original ways of living. It's not natural for them to live like in this unnatural society, because this artificial unnatural society, yeah, is not natural. Like, we no, it's, I mean, why would we? I mean, it makes sense up in the north. We need to prepare for the winters and all of that. And what these British guys were saying, you know, like, time should be seen as a commodity, and like, time is the most precious thing, the most valuable thing. And I you know, I agree. I do agree that time is the most precious and valuable thing, or at least one of them, definitely. I mean, I say peace of mind comes before everything, but it all goes together somehow. And my point with that is that, yes, time is the most valuable thing, but I say that the most effective way to waste time is to not be present. And that is something that Africans at least could be, and many still, you know, well, the thing is nowadays many of those Africans that were just, you know, sitting under a tree, and it's not like it's not like they didn't do anything. They did what they had to do, and when they didn't have to do shit, they didn't do shit. And I am way more impressed by someone who can be in their own company without a lot of external stimulation and be content in themselves, like not feeling like they need to go anywhere, go nowhere fast. Again, yeah, exactly. This is, I mean, if you cannot be content sitting in your own, you know, company or without others, but not being able to do anything, because that is what everything is going to come down to anyway, as eternal souls. Like, we are not really going anywhere. It's okay to do things. It might be a good thing to do things. We are here incarnated in physical flesh for a reason, but the reason to do things doesn't need to be more than what we need to do. And what we need to do nowadays to earn money and shit is like, it's I mean, we all fucking depressed, and god damn it, we know there's a lot of flaws with this system that has been forced upon us all, which benefits the Western world because resources are taken from these, well, to a big portion of it comes, a very big portion of the stolen resources that fuels the West comes from Africa. And so why should people, if they don't have a whole lot of shit to take care of, and like living good, healthy, decent lives, you know, now it's time to sow seeds. We know, you know, we can only do so much. Now it's time to sow seeds. We harvest this, we cleanse the weeds, we build, we repair the huts where they need to, and or whatever it might be. You know, we do the things we need to do, and then we can, you know, chill, relax, or just be observant. You know, there might be animals, dangerous animals around. We can sit under a tree, do nothing, relax. Oh, maybe something shows up. Maybe not. Preferably not. Yeah, it's good. Life is good as long as your body is healthy, you're hydrated, you're in tune with the elements. Life is good. And if you can't, I mean, there was some philosopher or something, I guess, a Western philosopher that said like man's biggest problem, or something like this. Man's biggest problem, or all problems in the world, stems from man's inability to sit with himself in an empty room, something like that. Yeah. So I think I make I'm just expressing myself. Like I have been, you know, more and more fed up with like black people more recently. I used to be so pro-black, it's ridiculous. But over the recent couple of years, it have kind of changed. But this is like, when I see shit like this, my old pro-black stance really fuels up. Like, but I understand many people in the Western world, like, they think like diseases used to always exist. I mean, I guess if you got cut or something, your wound might get infected, but the abundance and diversity of diseases that we have now was not really natural back then. Like, so we don't need all of these, you know, building on top of shit, creating problems that we create solutions for. It's a hamster wheel, or like down going spiral. It's not really helping. But time, like time, how we perceive time, I would prefer to not have to stress so damn much. And it's not even just an African thing. Like even, I'm from Sweden. Let's say especially like further north in Sweden, they're the old like native people, the Sami people, or just more recent modern, like let's say in the 70s, like Swedish people living in the far north, they take it easy too. They don't. I mean, most of them. I don't know. I don't know right now, honestly, or exactly. But I know many of these kinds of people. They relax more. They do. They go out. They go out fishing. They enjoy the silence. Oh, after some time, why we have caught 2 fish. We have food for today and tomorrow. It's like, yeah, we're content. We have clean water, and we have shelter. I mean, it's a skill being relaxed and not having certain, like being okay in uncertainty, and being, content, and have trust that things will work out, and you will come up with solutions when problems arise. You don't need to overthink and stress unnecessarily. But now the world we find ourselves in makes that more difficult, but there's nothing wrong with it. So, yeah, nothing wrong with it at all. Let's just end it right there. There's probably nothing more I can say that's gonna add to this, contribute to this. It's only gonna take away. So yeah, if you have watched, yeah, shout out, and yeah, peace out, be good, yeah, much love. That's what it all comes down to by the end of the day.